Hello. Today's letter comes to us from Matt, who writes, Dear Brother Ron, do you honestly believe that Jesus is coming down to earth on a cloud soon? I've heard many people say that Jesus will return in their lifetime and take all Christians up to heaven. Well, dear Matt, I believe this to be one of the biggest fallacies in Christian theology. This belief is based on John 14:2 and 3, where Jesus says, In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also. Now the fallacy is not that Jesus will return for us. The fallacy is the teaching that he will return for everybody on the same day. The only time Jesus ever looked at somebody and said, You're going to heaven, was the thief on the cross beside him. And he did not say, Look, you're going to die, but don't worry about it. Lay around in the grave for 1,000 years or so, and when I get around to it, I'll get back to you. What he actually said we find in Luke 23:42 and 43, and he, the thief, said unto Jesus, Lord, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom. And Jesus said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. Now, have you ever attended a funeral and heard the minister say something like, I know Grandpa is looking down on us now from heaven? Was the minister just telling a lie to comfort the survivors? I don't believe he was. I believe that when our bodies are no longer a suitable host for the Holy Spirit living within, that Spirit returns to God from whence it came. And it doesn't take 2,000 years or so for that to happen. The second part of the fallacy is the belief that we will be bodily raised from the grave. Now, my body is not exactly in perfect condition now. I don't even want to think about what shape it will be in after laying in a casket for a while. When the body dies, the spirit emerges free from impurities, disease, and disabilities. The thought of having to leave a spiritual body which is free from earthly limitations and climb back into this sack of meat with bad knees, bad eyes, poor hearing, and the foot of Frankenstein growing out of my right leg does not exactly thrill me. And the third fallacy is that only Christians go to heaven. I am reminded of the story of the farmer with 2 sons. You will find it in Matthew 21, verses 28 through 31. The farmer sent for his sons to help him in the fields. The first son said he would go, but didn't. The second son said he would not go, but changed his mind and went to help his father. Those who heard this parable agreed that the son who did what was required was the better of the 2. Now it's the same with us. There are many who sing praises on Sunday, then practice all sorts of evil the rest of the week. There are also many Jews, Muslims, Buddhists, and even some atheists who lead righteous lives and work for the good of others. I believe our Father pays attention to what we do, not what we say. So, I guess the answer to your question, Matt, is yes and no. Yes, I believe when this life is over, my Father will come to take me home. No, he won't come back for everybody on the same day. But that's a good thing. Patience has never been one of my big virtues. Thank you for joining us.